Hi Cancers, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. For all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men, and women, we're now covering the first week of November. So this is from November 1st till November 7th, all right? And this week, right on the 1st, on the beginning of the week, we have Mercury in Libra trining Jupiter in Aquarius. So this is a great day for brainstorming, communicating, socializing, studying, sharing ideas. So this would be a great day to schedule like a meeting, or if you have a presentation, if possible, this is the day to do it. Or if you have to have like an important conversation, or you're trying to relate your ideas, this is a great day to do it, because the energies are going to be very aligned with most of us to kind of help us feel more confident in what we're thinking, and expressing ourselves in a more clear way. So it's a great day for communication, writing, speaking, all those things, okay? All right, and then on the 4th, on the 4th, we have a new moon in Scorpio. All right, so this is bringing up, I don't know why I'm hearing ready or not, here I come, you can't hide, I'm gonna find you. So I feel like this is like, we can't hide, we can't run and hide anymore. Like, new secrets, new things are being revealed to us about ourselves and other people. So it's like, you can't run and hide away from yourself. You can't run and hide during this time from your shadow, your demons, your desires. You may be finding new desires that you have, new secrets, or new fetishes, new sexual habits. I'm just kidding, or am I actually kidding? So a lot of new, deep, intensive, your more intense parts of you are kind of coming up, and you're like, wow, I didn't know I was so obsessed with that, or like, whoa, like I really like that thing. So you may find new obsessions or new things you're just like, oh, I want to dive deeper into this, okay? Just make sure you don't go too extreme on something that maybe is not that good for you, okay? And then on the 5th, we have Mercury entering Scorpio. So this is bringing us really strong intuition, but on the other end can also make us feel a little bit paranoid and non-trusting of people, places, things around us. So just try to find the middle ground where you're kind of using both, but you're not going on too far off on one side, okay? Especially if you have a water in Mercury, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, your intuition is going to be like, whoo, on fire. So listen to yourself. And then on the same day, on the 5th, we have Venus entering Capricorn. So in general, we're going to be more drawn to people, places, things that make us feel more stable, more practical, more secure, like relationships. We're going to want to be more close, or find someone who, it feels like, okay, this is a real deal. This person's not wishy-washy, doesn't seem like they're all over the place. That's where we're going to feel more drawn to. And you'll find that people with this placement with Venus and Capricorn, I know it very well because I was in a relationship with someone with this placement. Their main love language, generally speaking, tends to be gifts, or buying things for you, or doing things for you. That tends to be how they show love and affection. Okay? All right, cool. And yeah, so we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. And yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, Nicloves with 2 eyes, and yeah, all that stuff. Okay, all right, so Cancers, when it comes to your health, we have the Lovers here. Nice. So I feel like when it comes to your health, and again, health is body, mind, soul, spirit, everything, or one. You're receiving some kind of love and support here, and I feel like it's through like a shoulder to like you're gonna be able to vent to someone, or maybe someone's gonna help you clear up any confusion that you have, or you're letting things off your chest. I feel like you're talking with a friend, or maybe a therapist, or someone who kind of help clears your mind. You're like, oh, you know what, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, like I was just freaking out for no reason. Like you may have a friend or someone to talk to that kind of helps you like release anything that's been on your mind, or it's been on your heart. And you could even maybe find a song you really relate to, or hear a show or a podcast or a video. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I feel like you're going to be able to understand your thoughts and your feelings, and be able to like vent with someone. And that just kind of helps give you a little peace of mind, where you're like releasing yourself of any like anxiety, stress, or helps you if you suffer from like panic attacks or anything like that. Maybe just talking things out with someone is going to really help you out. And also I see the area of like your shoulders, your arms, your hands being focused. Maybe you're going to be doing a lot of, stumping with your hands or your arms. Maybe you dance, or you work with a lot of your hands or something. So I feel like with your health, you're receiving support. So this is a good thing. And I feel like for most of you, it has to do with like your mental health, your spiritual health, and just like how you're like just dealing with things day to day. Okay. All right. And then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, we have the World. So I feel like here for you guys, something is being completed, or something is finally kind of coming to where it's almost done. Like if you were working on a house or a project, it's like it's finally almost ready. You're about to publish a book, or you're about to go live with some kind of something you created, or your product, your service is now going to be available now. Something that you've been working on, or something that's been happening behind the scenes, you're finally gonna be able to broadcast it or release it or share it. And let's say you have a business or product or service, you may be able to give more access to a bigger audience. So maybe now your product, or your let's say your product is now available in other states or in other countries, or now you're able to send them off, or you're able to reach a bigger audience. You could also be doing traveling for work or for school possibly, or maybe you will have to travel in the future and you're making that plan, or you're hearing news of it this week. You could also be doing business or negotiating with people who are in other places, other states, other countries possibly, in like foreign affairs. Okay, but I feel like this is good news where you're like finally be able to complete something, or it's expanding. Your business, your career, how you deal with your money is expanding, it's growing. Okay, and also some of you are invested in like stocks or crypto. You may see your account really grow. You're like, whoa, I didn't think it'd actually grow this much. Or your retirement funds, stuff like that. Okay, all right, and you could be using these funds or using any gains you've made for travel maybe in the future. Okay, all right, cool. So positive things so far. Now, when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating life, the fun part. On this side here, we have the 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and Temperance. Okay, so some of you could have a Sagittarius somewhere in your chart. And then on the other side, for this other person, we have the Chariot, 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So, as far as who you could be dealing with, sorry, I'm not used to having little tiny curls. I changed up my hairstyle today just for fun, but it's a little, I don't know, be hard to work with. I'm just used to always my natural straight hair. Anyways, so as far as who you could be dealing with, well, could definitely be another Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus like yourself, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But of course, like I always say, it doesn't have to be, it could be any sign. Like I always say to you guys, it could just be the energy this person is embodying or playing out at this time. So sorry, just like, I don't know how, like I'm not used to big, like tiny curls, but I like it, it's just fun, right? All right, so what I see here is that you're turning a situation that could have been maybe more problematic or could have really gone under your skin. You're like, you know what? Nope, I'm better now, I'm wiser, I'm not gonna let this situation or this person make me act out of character or get under my skin, because you know what, in the past the old me would have reacted, the old me would have been like on top of this and defensive and like throwing a fit. But you know what, now I'm a different person. Now I've learned, and I don't need to react. I don't need to take every single thing personally, even though it does affect me personally and it does hurt me when people do or say certain things or don't live up to their promises. And you know, I have a right to be upset, but I'm not going to make a scene this time. I'm not going to let this throw me off and stress me out, because I'm just a different person now. I've learned, I've grown, I'm more mature. And so I feel like you're handling the situation a lot differently in a lot more mature way than your old self would have handled it. And that's how you know you've grown. And I feel like this situation here is showing you that you've grown and you're just at a different level now. Okay, so I feel that what's happened or what may be going on at this time is that with this person, they were pursuing you. Okay, they were all up on you. They're telling you all the right things, making you feel good, and things were going really good, or maybe things have been going good for the most part. You tend to relate to each other, or they really fulfill your needs emotionally. You're like, okay, we connect, this is good, it flows. And I think you told this person, like, listen, hey, like, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. You know, like, just I don't want to get led on, or I don't want to get my hopes up if this is not going anywhere. And I just want to make sure that, like, you know, I'm looking for this certain thing, or like I'm looking to find someone to be in a commitment with, or I'm looking for something serious. I don't want to just be friends with benefits or a situationship. Or you could have told this person about your past and how that really hurt you, and you just don't want to repeat that same thing. Like, oh yeah, no, Cancer, like don't worry, like I'm not like that, I'm different, I'll take care of you, like I really like you, I enjoy our company. And you're like, okay, cool. And you're like, I'm just saying because like in the past, you know, people have, you know, made it seem like they care about me, they love me, and then they end up giving me a runaround or some excuse at the end, and I just like don't want to go through that same thing again. So I'd rather just tell you up front and right now what my expectations are. No pressure, but I just want you to know like ahead of time. And they're like, yeah, no, I'm all about you. They're being consistent with you, calling you, texting you, telling you, oh my gosh, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're this and this and that. And so for a good minute, they were doing all the right things with you, giving you attention, taking you out, or being consistent with you. And you're like, okay, I see this going somewhere. Like, I feel the passion, I feel the connection, the emotions. You're like, okay, I like this. All right. And I feel like they really did a good job of winning you over. And I feel like they never had bad intentions with you. But the problem is like, as soon as you fall for them, as soon as you start liking them and having real feelings, it's like they kind of just know. And then you're like, okay, well, so, you know, things have been going good. Now, like, where's this going? Like, you know, are we together? Are we exclusive, or boyfriend, girlfriend, or like, what's the deal? And maybe it's been a few months or something. And this person's like, oh, you know, Cancer, like, you know, I really like you. I don't know if I'm ready for a serious relationship, but I want to keep seeing you. I really like you. And you're like, oh, no. Here we go again. No. The old self, your old self would have thrown a fit and like been so mad and like cussed this person out maybe. But your new self, you're like, okay, I've heard this before. And you're like, okay, I understand. I wish you'd have like told me sooner, because I felt like I was honest with you, but I understand. They're like, oh, cool. You understand? And you're like, yeah, I get it. They're like, okay, cool. So I'll see you next week. You're like, no. They're like, what do you mean? I thought you said you were cool with it. I said, no, I didn't say I was cool with it. I said, I understand you. It doesn't mean I'm going to continue seeing you. We're not on the same page. You don't want a commitment, but you still want to see me and get the benefits of seeing me. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not up for that. I respect it. I respect your decision. I'm cool with it, or I understand you, but I know what my standards are and I know what I want. And I'm not going to force you to love me. I'm not going to force you to be committed to me if you don't really want that. So I feel like you're taking the high road and you're just reacting really positively. Like you're turning this maybe situation that could have really got under your skin, could have really pissed you off. And you probably could have told this person you're a piece of blah, 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 and told them off. And maybe in your mind, you're like, I really want to say those things. But you're like, you know what? I'm learning. This is an experience. This is a learning experience. I'm learning from this. And I'm not going to let this get under my skin. You know, I'm just going to take this as an experience, and moving forward, try to see how I can improve, or see how I can maybe waste less time, because I think it doesn't take people that long to know if you are the real deal, or to know if this is something I really want to be invested in. Probably within a month or 2 months at least. Even sooner than that, people should know, okay, like I think I see this going somewhere, like I don't. So I think it's good that maybe you brought it up, or you maybe have cut it out before it could progress, before you were deep in love, you know. But I feel like you're handling it really, really, really well. You're handling it like a champ, and I'm sure this person's probably gonna regret losing a great person that probably could have loved them in ways they could have never imagined. Okay, but like I said, you can't really force someone to love you. You can't force someone to be committed to you unless they want to, right? And that's not to say maybe in the future they won't want to, but in the future, maybe too late. Okay, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice, okay? So we'll dive in deeper in the extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.